Hey guys, it's Ironhead here. This is Bear, my 11-year-old chocolate. Still thinks he's a pup. And this is Big Bobo. It's my black lab mastiff. What are you, Bo? 9? 8? Something like that. Anyways, for a long time I've done my driveway. It's about 300 feet long and a lot in the backyard. It got 5 acres here and it's all gravel. And I've done it with a 28-inch Troy-built walk-behind snowblower, which I still have and still starts on the first pull. 2 years ago, I bought my L2501, and no hydraulic remotes or anything. I just wanted the bucket, and I got a rear blade with the side plates. I've got plenty of videos with that. And then last year I got a snow pusher, and this summer I bought a box blade. And now, finally, something that I've dreamed of since I've lived here, I bought a MK Martin 68-inch 3-point blower. Wanted a Land Pride. They're out of them. Dealer would take my money now, but the next build for Land Pride is until December, I was told. I probably wouldn't get any of those. They could guarantee me I'd have one by next summer. So that wasn't an option. With a 66-inch front bucket, I took the 68-inch MK Martin Meteor because it's wider than my bucket then. So when I'm in the back, which I want it for mostly, so my little old guy here can have a path to go to the bathroom and knock all those huge drifts we get back there. I want it wider than the tractor. The L2501 has a 55-inch wide rear tires. I want to put spacers on so I can go with tire chains possibly, or just to sturdy it, because I have been known to buy stuff that's too big for my tractor. Some might say this is. We'll find out. If it is, I've got the baby of the L25, the L series. I don't want the mission stuff, but if I have to, I can go 33, 39, or 47. Who'd do that, right? Would I do that, Bear? Probably. Anyways, I got a 72-inch snow pusher on the front. I got a 690-pound 72-inch rear blade with side plates. That's Bo. He wants to play. I know, Bo. Anyways, let's walk around, take a look at this blower here. So it's 51 inches top to bottom. MK Martin, 60-inch width or less comes standard with the crank handle, okay? Which I wanted, because I have a 7-foot door. I will never have a cab. It's Wisconsin. We don't get cold. So I wanted the manual. Well, 84-inch and above comes with the hydraulic setup with the hoses and all that. 60-inch and below, they come with the crank handle. The 68-inch and the 72-inch don't come with anything. They don't tell you this. So I paid with tax $3,200 and change for the blower. Got it. I wanted to set it up. I didn't want the dealer to, because they miss grease stuff and all that. So I brought it home, set it up myself so I'd be familiar with it in case in the future anything went wrong. And I greased everything, and checked the differential there, or whatever you want to call it, comes with oil in it, but I checked it and all that. And set everything up myself, put the chute on. It wasn't that much to do. The PTO is a bolt on, 2 bolts for that side, quick disconnect on tractor side. But anyways, then I'm like, where the hell's the crank handle? And I had told my dealer, that I got it through the Kubota dealer, Ritchie Brothers, that I wanted the manual. Well, to his defense, they've never sold one of these. And I had to call MK Martin up in Canada to find out that this is a model. It doesn't come with anything. You got to order it separately. So anyways, $137 later. So take that, 100, so 32 and change. So we're talking 33, call it 34. I got this 68 inch, 510 pounds, somewhere right in there. 51 inch to the top of the chute when it's up. We'll get to that in a little bit. A very distinct feature on these, they have this side plate, which it kind of, when you're going backwards, it keeps the force of the snow you're driving into from compacting the snow that's trying to get out the chute. MK Martin's not the only one that does this. A bunch of them do. But it's kind of a newer thing. But the big thing here, you got 5 blades. That's a throwing star right there. So, and very, very tight tolerance. If you can see, there's an extension there. I mean, maybe 1/8 of an inch between the chute on the chute and the barrel. On my Troy built, I added some rubber on there, and it actually helped it throw quite a bit farther. But I was very happy to see that is a very tight tolerance. We have a very heavy duty chain drive here. I had to adjust the tension, which no big deal. It's just that bolt there. Everything's good there. Took this off. We got grease zerks. They got stickers tell you when. Yeah, owner's manual, like it's gonna sit there. So anyways, here's my worm drive for the crank. Might be playing around later with an electric motor. I wanted to get this first so I could kind of look at that. No serration on the auger. We'll see. And then the paddle, to kind of feed the hog. I don't know. See that? I mean, it goes all the way to the next. Could that maybe be wider? We'll see. But, yeah, it's very, very nice. We got our skid shoes. There are 2 pinholes. They're offset distance, so, even though the pinholes inside are like 1 inch apart, you can fine tune this at 1/2 inch increments. I got my Pat's hitch quick disconnect on. Made me get my 24-inch monster top link, because the 16-inch that comes with the L2501 and it's the body. So from here to that point up there, this is 24 inches. The standard's 16. Pat's moves it out 4 inches. So this is a little long. It's good here, but as you can see, I can't shorten it up much. I think a 20-inch body'd be perfect. I got that $23 on Walmart.com. I drive a truck for Walmart, so I got a discount. Okay, back to the blower. Bolt on, PTO, 2 bolts, come out, slide it on, put them back in. Quick disconnect on that, and I probably covered that. Here's my, I didn't want to drill anything, so this is kind of funky here, but we got a trailer plug. It's a 7-pin, I believe. I'm only using 2. That's what comes off my actuator. So let's get to that. This is the star of the show, in my opinion, next to the snowblower. Firgelli automations. Waterproof. You can put that underwater. Extreme weather, 26 below zero. Goes to an extreme heat. You shouldn't be blowing snow above 32 degrees. Maybe 40, but that's wet heavy. Just let it melt. So I drilled a hole here. And I don't know, I call this the shark fin. It comes with the rod. And you gotta, every time you want to adjust this, you gotta pull these pins, pull a rod off that pin and move it up and down. As you get off the tractor, stop the PTO and all that. Well, Kubota, they quoted me, they wanted over $800 for their electric setup, just for the chute deflection. So I said, I'll figure it out myself, which I did. Like I said, these guys make linear actuators for NASA, the military. I didn't buy a cheap one on Amazon. I've heard too many stories. They last a year or two and then they're fried. This also has a internal limiter. So when it goes all the way up, instead of the motor keep burning and all that, it cuts out. So she cuts out top dead, and then you bring her down, she cuts out when you get there. I had to do a horrible weld job because I have a very cheap welder because I don't really weld too much here. Just to put this bracket out, because when this folds down and comes up, this all has to move. And it's very happy right now. There's no binding, no nothing, because it offers actuators, the way they work. You can get them up to like 20,000 pounds of force, but it is going to move 1/8 of an inch, a second or whatever. It's just a threaded rod with the motor and tighter the threads and all that. So you look at the speed, so there's a give and a take. The faster it goes, the less weight it can move. So I'm sure you've seen YouTube videos with guys that they've got one on and it takes them forever to adjust. Well, that's because it's way overrated for the weight on what they're doing. So this wasn't, I don't care. It's $320 shipped to the house. They're very knowledgeable. The lady set me up with everything I need. It's a 5-inch stroke. And it's a 12-inch with it closed eye to eye was 12 inches. And I knew I'd adjust what I needed to that. But the big part for me, static, when it's sitting like this, flat with the snow coming out, hitting it the most force, it will hold 400 pounds. When it's in motion, so say like I'm shooting it far and I'm bringing it down to this, so you're going to get more and more resistance, it's still going to provide 200 pounds of resistance at 5-inch stroke with 0.75 of an inch per second. So it zips pretty good. It's not too fast. It's perfect, I think. I couldn't have been happier with it. Now, I just remembered, did I? No, I didn't. I got to plug it in. That's what I got to do. It's like, I shot this video once, and then in editing, I deleted the whole thing. So imagine my happiness in that. Okay, now we're going to pause. Okay, now we're back from pulling the wires out. Anyways, I had to plug that back in got the switch pulled in, mounted here, didn't want to drill, ran the wires over. I have a power strip I put on the front when I first got the tractor. It's fused 10 spots. Ran power off that, brought it underneath with all my rest of the wires that come back for my LED lights up here that are still working and bright as hell. Under the seat. Now here we go, hillbilly. Or Northwoods up here in Wisconsin. Wire brush, I'll take that off. That is a cover for a box of welding rods, stick welders. And I thought that would be a perfect cover for my rocker switch, which is from my old winch that I never used. So the mount for this horse crap, excuse of a toolbox, runs that bar across. There's 2 bolts there. Well, I just happen to have 2 longer ones on this side. So I took the old ones out. And then if you could see here, right there, I notched out the bottom of the plastic so that could slide down just on the corner wide enough. Used an angle grinder. And just enough so it could slide down through and then utilize those 2 bolt holes. And so my my double throw switch. So there's 7 leads here because the 7th one is for the lighting of the, when you push on it, lights up. Isn't that fancy? I didn't care about that, but it does it. So everything's under here. So a weatherproof switch. That's mounted. I didn't know what else to do. I thought, hell, that'll work. I got plenty of them lying around. So now, the moment of truth. We're down. We're blowing. Now we're gonna put her up in the wind. Whoop, and then we'll hit the right switch. And already to full extension. So it's, you know, I can go off the timer here on the camera. That was 3 seconds. I know, Bo. It's amazing. Comment. He's just happy to be here. He's hungry. We got some good old Wisconsin beer brats smoking on my Rectech. Like I said, the handle ain't too bad here. I took my triangle off because I didn't want to cut myself wide open reaching back there. Thinking about mounting a motor right here, maybe. And giving that guy a friend, a buddy, another switch up there. Have 2 switches. I'll see. Probably gonna happen, but right now we'll see. So I made this here and just put an eye bolt there to keep that the cord up out of the way. I put an extra zip tie here so it was catching behind the motor, and then it was shortening up the plug too far, and could have pulled the wires out of the plug like I just did while I hit pause and put them back in. I forgot to tighten the set screw going in, so that's why I pulled out. I was trying to do it one-handed. But, yeah, I can't. Dimensions, like I said, were 51. It's 68 wide. And to the top, to here, 26. So you're looking at 25 to the bottom with the opening. It's 5 feet out from the back. And if it's too big for my kubota, then I'll get a 33, a 39, or a 47. I've got a 72-inch snow pusher that's black. I've got videos on that. So, I think one implement ain't gonna cover it. You might have 3 inches of powder, you might have 3 inches of heavy, you could have, well, all right. One year we had from here to there open. The rest was drifted. Opened up the garage and there was just snow packed, and of course we dug it out and put some beer in there to keep it cold while I did the rest of the place. And that was way before the tractor. But Mouse, parking only. Mouse, that was my mom's nickname in college or high school. So she passed a couple years ago from dementia. So I just wanted to. It was right before I bought this. So yeah, that eye works pretty good. That's their lifting. I used my Ken's bolt-on hooks with chain. I put them here and ran it down to that eye, and very, very carefully, but lifted it right out of the truck. And that thing, I mean, as it was packed, that thing was so balanced. I was here alone, but it picked it up no problem. So that was pretty high, you know, because these were way up in the air. But it's only 500 pounds, so the bucket leveler's working awesome. I have had no issues with that whatsoever. So pretty much guaranteed it's not going to snow this year because I bought this. And you can blame or thank me when that happens. So here's the beasts, the makers there up out of Canada. And that is the model. Here's my little guy. He's all excited. Bear, you want some brats? Bear, you want some beer brats? Huh? Oh, okay, I guess so. Well, that's all I got. So stay tuned. There will be tons of videos, hopefully, of me blowing snow with this. Otherwise, there will be tons of videos of me finding other things to throw out of this, like leaves and pumpkins and anything else. Take care. Thanks for watching.